ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। आनन्दभैरवसमारब्धां दक्षिणामूर्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। अवतारस्वरूपिण्ये साक्षात् त्रिपुरसुन्दरी आयम्मा रूपधारिण्ये तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Friends, in last episode we have seen who was a sinner and who was suiciding or spoiling his own life. In this 18 shloka onwards, Vina dehena kasyapi purushartho na vidyate tasmat dehadanam prapya punyakarmani sadhet. I have told you in previous episodes, the human life is the only life where you can create new karmas. All other life, whether it is animal life or plant life, whatever it may be, it is all for enjoying the karmas, not for creating new karmas. So in this life, our rishis have classified four purusharthas: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So we have to live according to dharma. What is dharma? Dhareti iti dharma. Dharanadi iti dharma. Which holds us, which keeps us, our own personal disciplines and life. That is dharma. This dharma, this is eternal. In Upanishads it says, Satyam vada, dharmam chara. These are eternal truths. These truths are same in America, same in Russia, same in India, in any society. No society will say you say untruth, you go against the society. Nobody says. So dharma, then through dharma, artha, then through artha, kama. So all these things, dharma, artha and kama, that is the difference of, I told you, Vedanta and Tantra. Vedanta it says you give up artha and kama and take only dharma and moksha. But Tantra says dharma, artha and kama, you use this artha and karma for moksha. What is moksha? Modum ichcha iti moksha. Moksha means to come out of the circle of birth and death. Moksha doesn't mean that you will see God tomorrow, you will see this day after tomorrow. No, that is not moksha. Moksha is coming out of the circle of birth and death. As I previously said, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. So take birth, then jayade asti vartate parinamate abakshiyate nashyati, then again take birth. This we should have to come out of this process not after death. When you are in life itself, you have to come out of all these problems, all these things. Rakshet सर्वात्मनात्मानं आत्मा सर्वस्य भाजनं रक्षणे यत्नमादिष्टेत् यावत् तत्त्वं न पश्यति. For every man or every human being, Atma is very, very, very important. And he is the guiding philosophy, guiding force for a human being. Now the medical science says this much time the heart is beating, this much time the brain is working, and this much time the things are happening in our human body. How it happens? It needs some energy behind it. Na? That energy behind is Atman. Where is that energy in the body? The finding out that energy, then we will understand what am I. When Shankara Bhagavatpada went to his guru's cave, where the guru was residing, then the guru asked from inside, "Who are you?" Then Shankara says, "Mano buddhyahangara chittaninaham na cha shrotra jihve na jagrana netre na cha vyoma bhumirna tejo na vayu chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham." I am not this mind, I am not this intellect, I am not ears, I am not eyes, that means I am not the Panchendriyas, I am not Akasha, I am not Vayu, I am that Shiva. That knowledge is very important. Whenever we say something, we say, I am the hand. I say, it is my hand, it is my eyes, it is my nose, it is my teeth. Then who is this me? If I am not all these things. But when you ask, who are you? I say, I am Yoga Vidananda. Then I will have that oneness with my body and oneness with my stature. But really, who am I? Am I this face? Am I this eyes? Am I this body? No. The body is mine. So there is me, something behind this structure of this body and this Panchendriyas and Karmendriyas and everything. That energy which is behind everything. As Keno Upanishad says, Shrotrasya Shrotram Manaso Manoya Vacho Havacham Sau Pranasya Pranaha. It is the ear of the ears, nose of the nose, mind of the mind, intellect of the intellect. So, something is behind, some energy factor is behind all this matter factor in life. That is called Sa-Atma. That is Atma. Atmanam rathinam vidhi shariram ratamevadu buddhinja sarathim vidhi manapragrahamevacha indriyani hayanyahu vishayasteshu gocharan atmendriya buddhindriya manoyuktam. It is what Upanishad says. Atma is the owner, Rathi. Sharira is the Ratha. It is nothing but a vehicle. Ratha is chariot. Sharira is the chariot. Atmanam radhinam viddhi shariram rathamevato buddhintu sarathim viddhi. Who is the driver of the chariot? Sarathi. That is buddhi. Manapragrahamevaja. The threads which is tied and held by the charioteer with the horses. That is our mind. Buddhintu sarathim viddhi vishayasteshu gocharan. Indriyani hayanyahu. What are the 5 horses? That is the indriyas. And then vishayasteshu gocharan. Where it moves, it is in vishayas. The entire world outside are the vishaya. So Atma is very important in everybody's life. Punargrama, punakshetram, punarvittam, punargraham, punashubam ashubam cha, karmamna shariram punappunah. Money, when we lose, we can get it back. House, punargrama, purakshetram. When you lose a village, we can get it back. So all these things we can get it back, but there is no surety that next birth we will be human beings. We may have to take some other lives. There are life. Then what happens? We will not be able to create new karma and new life. So, it is my humble request, when we are human beings, when we are in human life, try to understand who are me. Try to understand our own selves. What is my existence in this world? Without understanding ourselves, we try to understand everything in this world. This is just like that, as Upanishad says, the blind, 3 or 4 or 5 blind persons goes to see an elephant, and one hold the legs of the elephant and told it is like a pillar. Another hold the tail, it say it is like a broomstick. One person hold the ears and say it is just like a plate. So there will not be a proper vision about this world without knowing our own self. Sharira rakshanayasa kriyade sarvadajane nahicchandi tanutyagam abhikushtadi rogada. Even if a person who has got an ailment that he knows that he will die because of that ailment today or tomorrow or day after tomorrow or after 1 month, even then he doesn't want to give up this body. This is very pathetic condition of a human being. He is not ready to give up this body. Tadgovidam syat yattena dharmo jnanartamevacha jnanascha dhyanayogartam sochirat parimuchyate. So, as long as we have this human body, we have to protect our Kula Dharma. What is the Kula Dharma? Here Kula doesn't mean caste or Varna or Ashrama or anything. Homo sapiens, human beings are one Kula. What is the Kula Dharma? To understand our own self. To understand what is my existence. So, if you try to do that dharma, Kula Dharma, you will have jnana. Jnana of what? Jnana of our own selves. Jnana of our own existence. Then from jnana, it go to dhyana. Jnana is like a goal. Dhyana is continuous traveling towards that goal. Then it become yoga. From dhyana it become yoga. From yoga it become moksha. It is a mental process. When you have to do anything, you need a plan. If you have to construct a house, a building, you need a plan. Jnana is the plan. Or setting up a goal. What is dhyana? Dhyana is continuous practice to reach that goal or execute that plan. So, continuously when we try, that is what in Yoga Shastra it says, Dirghakala Nairantarya Satkara Sevita Dridabhumi. Dridabhumi is moksha. How is it possible? Dirghakala, for a long time. Nairantarya, continuously. Satkara Sevita, with utmost love. When you try to execute this plan or travel towards the goal, then you become a yogi. That means it is without effort you will be in that path. So from yoga you will be out of this circle of moksha, out of the circle of death, birth and death. That is why when in Ramayana Valmiki Maharshi, when he introduces Raghuvamsha, that is Sri Rama's lineage, he says, Shaishavebhyasta vidhyanam vishe yavvane visheshinam vardhakye munivrittinam yoge nande tanutyajam. In the early ages in Shaishava, they get educated, abhyasta vidhyana. With that vidya, with that knowledge and everything, in Yavana they do all worldly matters, worldly businesses. Yavane visheshanam. Then again, vardhakye munivrittinam. They goes back to the vardhakya, they will become muni. Whatever they have learned in Shaishava, they will practice. Vardhakye munivrittinam. So, yogena andye tanutyajam. They become yogis, then they leave this body. Otherwise, a common man like us, bhogena andye tanutyajam. By bhoga, we will give up our life. Then again, we will become a bhogi in the next life. When you leave this body in yoga, then there is no becoming in next life, because there is no next life. So, you will become one with the universal self.